the Florida team this year. The wide receiver, Jacquez Green, one of the most dangerous receivers and return numbers for the former walk-on. Here comes a blitz. He loads and goes far.
Macklin made the play. We talked about simplified. This is the precision. It's a fade route. It's going to go wide. Watch Jacquez get up. But remember, the college rules different from the...
Weary was an All-American this year. Johnson now to Jacquez Green, and he got it. Touchdown. "35 yards just like that.
Well, you really can't cover anyone any better than this. David Macklin was right on the spot. Now, when this ball precisely thrown to the outside is in the air, I don't know whether it's going to be an interception or a one-handed touchdown. Let's give it to Quezzy, the All-American, right?
Well, woo. Macklin had his hands on it. Jacquez Green ended up with it.
Right?
Well, woo. Macklin had his hands on it. Jacquez Green ended up with his hands on it. Jacquez Green, his 10th touchdown reception of the year.
Jacquez, you know what I like about him, Brad, is he's got the breathe right, so he breathes right. He's got the earrings, so he looks right. Yep. And then if you look down at his gloves, he's got catch right gloves on. He's got it all together. And it was thrown.
Some burners, though.
Not only that, that ball had some rocket jet to it, too.
A little too much.
Pop the clavicle or separate the shoulder.
Here's Palmer, the freshman, back, and he's throwing, and Jacquez Green makes an acrobatic catch. Touchdown, Florida. We haven't
doubt in my mind, this guy has all the tools. He throws as good a pass as you can throw on this one, puts it right on the mark, and Green keeps his balance.
15 to go. And Florida now switches with one tackle split wide on each side. Strange looking formation there. Brandeis looking deep down the middle. He's got Jacquez Green to the 5-yard line.
Well, there's another one of those brilliant calls by Steve Spurrier as he brings out both tackles, give you a little sign of the Emery and Henry, or whatever you call that.
Just Emery and Joe.
Whoever, but as we see, Quezzy runs dead down the center of the field with no safety in the middle, and Satura Freeman is able to bring him down right by his shoe tops.
That saved, or at the very least postponed.
It's safer.
It's kind of like that pass to Richardson on Florida's last series. He had 3rd and 13 and threw a high pass in the flat.
Well, very little good can happen on plays of that nature.
Long line drive kick by Levitt. Quez Green has it at the 14. He's got running room. Jacquez breaks the defense. One man to beat, and it's a punter. There's Quez to the 40. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Jacquez Green.
Tremendous effort by the Gators special teams once again, as they do a super job of blocking downfield. Quezzy picks up his blocks, and then he's isolated on what a return man's dream is on the kicker with the whole field to run to. Let's go back and take a good look at this. Watch the blocking. There you see very few people get a shot at him, and then he's isolated one-on-one, and if the kicker bring him down, he's going to have to give up that job to Jamie Richardson.
You see that little wave he gave Courtney Levitt at the 35? He put his arm out there as if you've got to be kidding.
Student conduct code. Johnson, 3-step drop on target to Jacquez Green. He breaks the tackle and nearly went all the way down the front.
That's the stat that you love. They're not kicking field goals. They're going for touchdowns.
And Jacquez Green with another touchdown. Littleton Ward had the coverage, but Green got behind Ward. And this big crowd has been silenced quickly as Steve Spurrier's team is off to a 13-0 lead, less than 5 minutes in.
Whenever you line up Jacquez Green one-on-one, you have an advantage. He gives himself plenty of room to fade to the sideline. Steve Spurrier's favorite pass, the fade pass. He loves it. He might be. I'll tell you, I think he's got an argument there.
1st and goal from the 10. Johnson to the end zone. Green, touchdown. Once again, Green beat Littleton Ward.
Give Jacquez Green that much room one-on-one against the defender and expect to hold up unless your defender is one of the best cover guys in the United States. Jacquez Green is quick, explosive, competitive. He's got it all, and he just runs to grass. He doesn't run to space. He has been the guy that's been able to really attack the Kentucky defense, and Florida's done a good job getting the ball to him. They throw it to him short, or they isolate him one-on-one and give him plenty of grass to run to. When he gets one-on-one out in the open spaces, he is hard to cover, maybe as hard as anybody in the country.
4 catches for Green, 2 of them for touchdowns.
For the Gators.
Where he's a senior from Jacksonville. Johnson to the end zone. Touchdown! Number 3 for Jacquez Green.
Number 5, Jacquez Green, for a Florida touchdown.
Jacquez Green, he gets isolated man-to-man against the Kentucky defense and just runs down the field and runs a post right down the middle of the field. There's no one down there. The safety bit inside on the tight end, and Doug Johnson just laid it in there. Jacquez Green, as he lit up the scoreboard and took it north and south.
Johnson throws on target. Guess who? Jacquez Green. His 6th catch of the day. Tony Woods made the tackle. 25 yards on the gain. I know it's very early, Coach. How about Jacquez Green for Heisman Trophy?
Well, if he keeps playing like this the rest of the day, he may win it. I mean, you know, the guy has dominated this game. On that particular play, he just ran down.
Change at punter this week for Tennessee. Chris Hogue, a senior who started the year as the backup punter, is punting today. David Leverton has had a very tough time. Had a couple of shanks last week against UCLA and misplayed a snap that went whizzing by his head as he was turning to call a timeout. Jacquez Green trying to get outside, and he is just tripped up at the 31-yard line. Fred Taylor, the lone back. He goes out into pass pattern. Johnson hit as he threw, looking for Green. It is caught. Terrific catch at the 10-yard line with Goodrich all over him. Johnson is getting pounded to the turf after virtually every throw, but his passes have been on target.
If anybody questions Doug Johnson's arm, they can forget it. He put this ball all the way to the far sideline. In college football, you need 1 foot down. Jacquez Green gets the foot down for the reception, but Johnson hangs tough in the pocket, doesn't wilt under the pressure of Leonard Little, number 1.
The Gators struck quickly. It took just 2 minutes and 19 seconds. They're backed up to their own 7 after the punt. Play clock is working once again. Johnson out in the flat. Jacquez Green taking fair for a ride, and he appears to have the first down. Very close, just beyond the 17-yard line.
You know, everybody thinks, sure enough, Bob Stoops said this is a better defense than last year's.
Looks like they're going to come after Hogue. Everybody up. Here they come. And Hogue got it away, and it's a fine punt. Jacquez Green from the 35. Turns the corner. Jacquez Green taken down from behind inside the 10. Corey Gaines saved the touchdown.
Jacquez Green is one of the most dangerous players in college football. The first player down, Kevin Gregory for Tennessee, misses, and all of a sudden Jacquez Green just follows his block.
This was a ball boy for the Gators when he was in the 8th and 9th grades. Johnson airing it out again for Green. It is caught. Jacquez Green out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Very fair beating on the coverage. Torrey Noel had to make the tackle. It's a 48-yard gain.
Jacquez Green just runs down the field, but the thing that he does so well here, he allows himself room to fade on the ball. He's not close to the sideline initially, and then the ball pulls you towards the sideline. He leaves himself enough room to fade on that ball.
It's the quarterback, Tommy Frazier. A good field position for the Gators at the 37. Johnson with time, going deep again for Green. He's open. First down Gators at the 24 of Tennessee.
It's almost an identical play that we saw earlier in the game. Jacquez Green runs right down the field, just fades to the outside, and Gerald Griffin is inside him and just doesn't have enough room to play the ball. The credit, I think, goes to Jacquez Green for the great route, and Doug Johnson once again.
3 receivers to the right. 3rd down and 5. Johnson throws, caught by Green. Touchdown! Jacquez Green has been having his way with the Tennessee quarterbacks here in the first half.
Jacquez Green runs every 4 times. Jacquez Green catches the ball as a receiver. He scores.
Fred Taylor dots the I on 1st and 10. Brandeis throw on long, got a streaking Jacquez Green, and he's got it inside the 10. Fred Benson was right with him. Jacquez dropped the last one. He didn't drop this one.
Just outstanding concentration by Jacquez Green. When you go out for the football and you go up and the defender's got his hand right there, you can't ask for better defensive coverage. But watch the concentration. Once that hits his hand, he pulls it in. I'm not sure he didn't pull it in with just one hand. Watch again, just a quick post pattern. Pour it on right now. You got the inside. And what a perfect pass by Brandeis. Just right there. Look at that concentration.
You can't play much fun. He played in 3 games, 12 plays all total for last year. Gets the start today and has his team in front 10-0. 6 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Fade this time to Green, and he's got it. What a nice pitch and catch that time. Perfectly thrown by Brandeis to Jacquez Green.
Boy, and that just reminds you of Danny Werfel on that fade. Quarterback, good eye contact with the wide out. You see Green make the quick out right there. He's looking back for the ball, just timing it. Defender out of position because he's running one-on-one coverage very well.
Another 3rd down conversion for the Gators. Jacquez Green again on the end around. Finds some room for the 40, and that's a 1st down. Boy, he explodes, doesn't he?
Yeah, this is an interesting play. What they do is they actually start Jacquez Green in motion, and the quarterback's kind of looking out the left of his eyes, or looking out the left, and you see he hands it to him just as he comes by. So he has to hold that snap count till he sees Jacquez Green get close by him, and it's a timing play, and you give it to him as he's coming on by.
Deke Story now is leaving the game for the Gators. He was
ball. They probably would have had a Vanderbilt possession.
So let's see what the Gators do here. They haven't done much offensively in 3rd quarter. Brandeis going long. Jacquez Green makes the catch. He was among 3 Vanderbilt white shirts and somehow came out of there with a football. Chavis and Batten were right there. Battles was there. And Jacquez went up among them and brought it down.
I wondered if Batten misjumped there because he was in great position. You see it on the top of your screen. There's the pattern. It's a post pattern. Now watch Batten.
Second down. And Quez Green with the catch. And Green is to the Arkansas 20-yard line. Man-on-man coverage with Zach Painter. Well, I think Steve Spurrier will take that matchup all day. If he can get his #1 receiver on Zach Painter, covering him all over the field, he'll just play pitch and catch all day to Jacquez Green.
It is now 3rd down. Johnson's pass caught. Touchdown. Quez Green.
And this is Steve Spurrier crossing up the defense. You know, they've come out with that trip formation, and each time they've run the slot guy on a bow out. So the outside defender took a outside technique, and they came with Quez on a slant route behind it all in the back of the end zone. There you see good old Steve crossing up the defense again.
22 career TDs now. Caslin now the running back. Green the target. Touchdown! What a throw by Johnson, and a great catch by Jacquez Green.
A perfect throw as they beat Marcus Campbell. And the beauty of this pass is that Marcus Campbell never knew when the ball was going to arrive.
You mentioned
another good job of Jacquez Green.
Passing teams, because Louisiana Tech threw it last week over 60 times on it. Jacquez Green, look out. If he breaks free, he is gone. But a touchdown-saving tackle by David Barrett at the 40.
Back by Barrett.
3rd catch of the game for Quez Green.
Another good job of running a deep curl as Jacquez goes down, makes the catch, and Kennedy misses the tackle, and he came very close of breaking it as Barnett comes in and makes the tackle at the end. Good job. No field.
You mentioned the tackling. Bill Oliver, the defensive coordinator for Auburn, told us yesterday that last week in the win over Louisiana Tech, his team was the worst tackling team in the United States. He says Florida is the best at run after catch. Jacquez Green throws, touchdown! Jamie Richardson taking the pass from the former option quarterback in high school, Jacquez Green, and the Gators open impressively with the new quarterback at the helm.
Florida just ran the reverse with Jacquez Green. The Auburn defense knows he's a dangerous reverse runner.
Touchdown pass. Jacquez Green to Jamie Richardson.
Jacquez Green did a great job of acting. He made it look like a reverse the whole way, and he's not bad. He's got a good little motion there for a wide receiver. Jamie Richardson on a little post corner. The Auburn
quarterback, he's been asked to do very little of a fancy nature. He throws a play-action pass, and that's a bullet to Jacquez Green. And he's down with the first down at the 23-yard line. Outstanding field position here in the first quarter for Florida.
Well, if anybody had any questions about Jesse Palmer's arm, they're going to have them answered on this play. Jacquez Green runs down the field and simply turns around to the inside about 15 yards deep. The ball is delivered perfectly on time.
He'll take a richly deserved blow on 3rd and 5. The quick out is complete to Jacquez Green. He's got the first down inside the 40 to the 38. Terrence Parrish, the cornerback, makes the tackle.
In fairness to Parrish, you have to play off. You had man coverage in that situation by Southern Miss, and a guy like Jacquez Green can beat you deep. Good timing on the part of Johnson. At this point, Charlie, he has 6 catches for 65 yards. I'd say those are pretty good numbers, and the half isn't even over yet.
He came in behind Johnson. Florida's got all the first downs and only a 7-0 lead. And the pass is complete. Jacquez Green inside the 30 to the 27, and that's a first down.
Jacquez Green, with his great speed, is able to push the defender up the field. We talked earlier about the throws and the hooks, but Jacquez Green forces people to do things that they don't.
Before he picked up 18, here's Johnson, quick toss. Jacquez Green run out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 7, 2nd and 3. Deshaun Mollard made the tackle.
That now makes Johnson 5 for 12, which the numbers.
Quarterback Doug Johnson, who grew up in Gainesville watching this team play. And now the dream comes through, and the throw is complete to Jacquez Green, and he is wrestled out of bounds at the 50. A pickup of 19 and a first down. Patrick Surtain made the tackle.
Good looking throw by Johnson. Had plenty of time off of the play action. What he does here is he lofts it in the zone, able to get the ball over Jamal Alexander. Watch to the left of your screen as it just clears him, and Green is able to find the hole. This is a difficult touch pass. Plenty of time. You can see it right there. Alexander just can't quite.
Green, he seems to be loving it. Trips to the right. 2nd and 1. Johnson pump fake. Throwing toward the end zone. Green got it. We're seeing a first-half highlight film from Jacquez Green.
And the reason for that is the confidence that Doug Johnson has here is immense. Take a look right here. Wide open in the flat, but Johnson says, no, I'm willing to throw the jump ball. Deshaun Mallard is in pretty good coverage, and here's the jump ball. And you don't anticipate the man who is 5'9", 165 to go up and get it, but that's exactly what
has to step up. They have an outstanding player in Champ Bailey, maybe one of the best players in the conference. He's going to be locked on to Jacquez Green, the tremendous wide receiver.
Jim John is saying Bobo had to be very accurate today because the receivers won't have much breathing room. With some room, Jacquez Green, he has a first down into Georgia territory at the 42-yard line.
Jacquez Green is one of the guys, when you're playing against Florida, you better keep track of. He's dangerous from all over the field. He runs it inside.
2 weeks ago against Auburn, we saw the versatility of Jacquez Green. He threw a touchdown pass to Jamie Richardson in the first quarter. In the third quarter, he caught a touchdown.
The fired-up Georgia team on his hands.
Out of the shotgun, Johnson after a pump fake throws. Green has the first down. Down to the 26-yard line. Orontis Grant made the tackle. Gain of 11 on the play. Green, as we mentioned, a Georgia native. That everybody around him growing up was a Georgia fan, but said he didn't want to go to a school where they lost 3 or 4 games a year.
He's such a smooth athlete, watching him run and cut.
Johnson changed the play. There's Green again. Tackled around the ankle by Champ Bailey. Well, they're inside the 20 and on the move by the Gators with 2nd down and short at the 18.
Jacquez Green came into this game with 43 receptions. The next Florida receiver, Jamie Richardson, had 18. That's how important.
Langley has not had a punt blocked in his career. 163 now without a block. And this is a good punt. Green at the 17. Green across the 30, and he runs out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 48-yard punt, 18-yard return.
Yard game. The wide receivers, they are oh so deep, but Green, certainly the cream of the crop, is going to be there for a bit. Cooper Carlisle, who's in for him, has started 3 games this year, so it's not like an inexperienced player. As Green order. 2nd and long. Got his man. There's Green. And when he's dangerous is after he catches the football. Mark Roman puts the stop on him, but it's a gain of 17. And Jacquez is to the right along with McGriff. 23. 14-0. Tigers lead it. Johnson sets, gets his pass away, got him. That's Green. He'll have the first down and is tackled inside the 20 at around the 16 by Donaldson.
He's smooth, and he's getting a lot of space in the secondary. He's on the Blitnikoff watch list. Maybe the best receiver in the country. You see, there's no one. They remove
your screen. Wind picks up here at Baton Rouge. Again, they go to the right side. Somebody blew a coverage. Nobody on Green, and he'll take it down.
And he's sitting right out here in the flat. And there's nobody near him. Now, I know he's got great speed, but not that great.
To back up from where he is. Line drive, and yet Green is retreating. All the way back to the 18-yard line. Makes 1 miss. 2, still on his feet. It almost came out of the pile. And it looked. Drills it, has it complete at the 41 to Green. Cedric Donald.
Mike can explain that, but they're trying now, Florida is to run that to both sides and really foul up their defense.
Here they go with Green and the quick handoff. Back turns the corner, crosses the 45, and Mark Roman will punch him out at the 49. Not literally, but they'll knock him out of bounds at the 49.
Carl Reese said about Jacquez Green, he says the best receiver we've seen this year. He was an option quarterback in high school. Didn't know when he came to Florida whether he could run those routes like the Florida receivers.
But they, as you're saying, could benefit from it.
Could benefit.
From the shotgun, quick out pass. That's Green. Turns it up at the 10, inside the 5, and he's down to the 3-yard line. Joe Wesley defensively.
Jacquez Green shows you the burst. That once he caught that football, the burst he was able to get up the field shows his quickness. 14 yards on this reception. Once he gets that football in his hands, he's up that football field. Gets some good blocks by Kareem.
Nebraska has already. Let him count it off for you. It is official. The LSU Tigers, a 15-point underdog, has knocked off the #1 ranked Gators from the University of Florida by a score of 28-21. Adrian Karsten, let's go down to the sideline.
Coach, congratulations. Take all the SEC winning streaks, potential winning streaks, and throw them away. You just knocked off the #1 team in the nation.
Well, I'm just really happy for our team. They played really hard, and they really deserve to have something like this happen to them.
Saturday Night Live in Death Valley. What does that mean?
Greatest fans in America.
Herb Tyler had to have a great night. He had to be able to run and throw the ball. He did both superbly.
Yeah, he really did. He fought really hard. He kept his poise, and he just played a great game. Just a great team win.
What they did with that curl route in the first half was really the only play burning you. Found a way to make an adjustment and got the job done.
I didn't hear a word you said.
Congratulations, Coach Donato, on a huge, huge victory and upset. Ron?
Adrian Karsten, thank you so much. All I can say is for all parents who are watching tonight that have kids here, I hope there's no curfew. Final score, LSU 28, the Florida Gators 21. Stay tuned. The Residence Inn College Scoreboard is coming up next. And don't forget, next Saturday, we'll join you from Birmingham as Peyton Manning and the Tennessee Volunteers take on the Alabama Crimson Tide. For Mike Gottfried, Adrian Karsten, and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Ron Franklin. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Now let's join Mike Tirico.
Florida State and Florida. In the 1994 regular season battle, the Seminoles mounted a heroic fourth-quarter comeback. The ensuing Sugar Bowl rematch was won by Florida State. Last season, in the Battle of the Undefeateds, an awesome Noles performance on both sides of the ball left the Gators stunned as their perfect season slipped away. But revenge is sweet, and in another Sugar Bowl rematch, the Gators made the most of their second chance, defeating Florida State to win their first national championship. 5 meetings in 3 years, defining moments, great games. Today, the Noles and the Gators meet again, a matchup that will define the rankings, the postseason, and the road to the national championship. The Gators are lurking in the swamp, and inside Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, the Florida faithful have arrived. to cheer on Fred Taylor and 14 other Gator seniors in their final home game. But the garnet and gold-clad Florida State fans have made the 150-mile trip from Tallahassee to see if their Seminoles can cap a perfect regular season with a victory against their most bitter rival. It's number 1 Florida State versus number 10 Florida. Here come the Gators, number 1 in the nation earlier in the season, now number 10 with a record of 8-2. Football on CBS Sports. I'm Sean McDonough. It's great to have you with us for the 40th meeting all time in this rivalry. It has become the most heated rivalry in all of college football, as we saw during the pregame warm-ups when the two teams had to be separated. Players and assistant coaches had to be separated. Doug Johnson at quarterback. We expect to see all 3 quarterbacks play today. Johnson throws, and it is juggled and caught! What a catch at midfield by Jacquez Green.
Jacquez Green for Florida lined up at wide receiver. He's got 54 catches on the year. He's the outside man. He just runs down the field against man-to-man. Tay Cody, 27 on the coverage. Green turns around and catches the ball on the rebound. It's just a great individual effort by one of the best receivers.
Steve Spurrier and the Gators, they're going for it at the 30. The toss. Taylor pitches it to Jacquez Green. Johnson is wide open. Inside the 20. And out of bounds at the 12-yard line. What a play on 4th down.
Jacquez Green, remember, was a high school quarterback. Florida runs the reverse play here, and Jacquez Green is going to throw it back to the quarterback. But watch number 18. He's going to be wide open for a touchdown. Jacquez Green didn't see him. He laid it off to the quarterback, Doug Johnson, for the first down, but it could have been a touchdown for Florida.
And that was a late hit. And it is Eugene McCaslin at fullback now, with Frazier out with the injury. Doug Johnson, the quarterback, throws low, but it is caught, it would appear. They are going to rule that a completion for Jacquez Green. Samari Roll had the coverage. And that's a first down for the Gators out of the 45-yard line.
Sean, Steve Spurrier, that's a pass that Doug Johnson can throw with real heat. It's a curl.
Johnson out of the shotgun. Throws short. Another low ball and a very short gain on the catch by Jacquez Green. Samari Roll again had the coverage on Green. Spurrier told us yesterday if Florida is going to win today, Green has to have a big game.
Absolutely. Jacquez Green has got to touch the ball. He's their leading receiver. And Jamie Richardson, number 18 for Florida, he needs to come up big. Those are the powerful players that Florida has right now in their offense. Along with Fred Taylor. The
move outside was an experiment that has worked pretty well, to say the least. Brandeis back in. He throws it high. Caught by Jacquez Green. Green out to the 46-yard line. Sam Cowart had to race downfield to get involved in the tackle. 22-yard gain.
Jacquez Green has repeatedly come up with big plays for Florida, whether he throws a reverse pass, runs down the field and makes a reception. He's extremely athletic. He goes up and catches the ball in his hands. He's a hands catcher. A lot of receivers want to put that ball against it.
And the noise is pinned.
Looks like Florida's going to come on a punt block here.
Rocco was a quarterback in high school. Something to keep in mind. Bad punt caught on the run by Green. Bad direction by Green for just a moment, but here he goes. Jacquez Green. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Chased out by Khalid Abdullah, a 31-yard punt, but a 28-yard return.
You talk about a guy doing it all on his own. There's not many blocks on this punt return. There's a couple, but this guy's just able to bob and weave his way through the Florida State coverage team, and then he turns.
Spurrier been looking for the right combination of the offensive line all year. He's started 7 different combinations. 9 different offensive linemen have started a game this year. Green, the fade stop, and the catch made at the 24-yard line. He pulled up right in front of Tay Cody to make the catch. And that's a first down on a 16-yard gain.
Steve Spurrier said he was going to work real hard to get the ball to Jacquez Green, and sure enough, Jacquez Green has come up huge in this first half. He's working against Tay Cody.
He's a junior from Miami. First and 10 at the 34 of Florida State. Johnson going deep for Green. Incomplete. Another ball that might not have been catchable. Tay Cody had the coverage. The 1:01 remaining and no timeouts left for Florida, and Green is still down at the 5-yard line.
Boy, now that's one guy on the Florida team they can't afford to lose. He is such a key performer.
Green in the first half, 5 catches for 70 yards and the big 28-yard punt return that set up the go-ahead score by the Gators.
In addition to a throwback to the quarterback that helped set up the score.
On the opening drive on the 4th down play.
Looks like it is not serious. It looks like he just got his foot caught underneath. Just defensive end for Florida State. He's matched up there against Mo Collins. Mo Collins is doing a great job on him.
Doug Johnson's pass caught by Jacquez Green. Sprained ankle and all. He's out to the 29-yard line. 1 yard short of a first down. The tackle made by Tay Cody, the redshirt freshman corner. Steve Spurrier said the #1 ranking hanging in the balance perhaps on this drive. Could be a last chance opportunity for Florida with 2:33 remaining. Gators start at their own 20. Johnson lofts it deep. Green is behind the defense. He's at the 35. He's at the 25. And he's tackled at the 17-yard line by Tay Cody.
Florida came with the blitz. They blitzed their inside linebacker. Samari Rolle trying to cover man-to-man against Jacquez Green. What an afternoon Jacquez has had there for Florida.
6. Down on the field, here's Michelle Tafoya.
Coach, you said this was your big game. This was the bowl game for you guys. This was it. Talk about the effort of this team today.
Well, obviously God's still smiling on the Gators. Quezzy Green, Doug Johnson, our defense. You know, everything didn't go perfect today, but our kids just played their hearts out, and we got a big, close victory. This was good for us. We needed this one.
All right, Coach, we've got a couple of your players standing by, and we know... Yeah, he is something. Jacquez Green, you set up just about every scoring play today with big plays. Talk about this rivalry and what it meant for you to come up so big today.
It was a big win for us. We had a lot of disappointments early in the season. And, I knew me and Fred Taylor made a lot of big plays for our offense. Our chance to win was very great. I made a lot of big plays, and team counted me to make a lot of big plays, and we came on top.
I heard you come up after one big play just late there in the 4th quarter and saying, you know, that's the ACC over there, but we're the SEC.
Yeah, and the SEC had 10 to lay down for FSU, you know. We're the same team that ranked #1 5 or 6 weeks ago, so we knew we could play with Seminoles, and we came out and showed tonight.
Congratulations on a terrific game.
Thank you.
All right, let's send it back up to you, Sean.
All right, Michelle, this ceiling play, the interception by Thomas, the first interception of his career. And he's a senior playing in his final home game. What a time to pick off the first of his Gator career. Here's Michelle.
All right, back now with Fred Taylor. Early in this game, you fumbled twice, and your friend Terry Jackson was there with you on the sideline saying, man, get back in there. Not only did you get back in there, you scored 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, my teammates, they stuck with me. At one point, I wanted to put my head down, but everyone told me, just, count on the man up above, say a quick prayer, and he'll make everything work out, and everything worked out fine.
Everyone came into this game talking about the amazing defense of Florida State. You guys didn't make them look quite so amazing.
We knew the ACC competition not all that tough. We play a lot of good teams in the SEC. We just want to come out here and play 60 minutes from the heart, just all out.
How much does this make up for some of the disappointments earlier in the season, the 2 losses?
It's probably the best feeling you can have. I mean, it's my last game, so I feel great.
Congratulations, Fred.
Thank you.
Sean?
So many great stories. You're looking at one of them, Noah Brindise, a senior, walked on here, becomes a starter in a huge game, alternating with Doug Johnson. He was another great story. Green was Jacquez Green. Taylor was Taylor. And Florida went back to its form of the first 5 games of the year.
Well, as all great rivalry games do, they come down to the final few seconds. Florida prevailed against a strong Florida State team, and you could just sense the relief in the Florida program because they've really struggled the last 5 weeks of this season.
Now for Michelle Tafoya, Terry Donahue, and our entire CBS NASDAQ college football crew. I'm Sean McDonough saying so long from Gainesville, Florida. Once again, the final score of tonight's game, Florida 32 and Florida State 29. The Florida State Seminoles knocked from the ranks the unbeaten and the #1 ranking.